guys in Arizona. They also went on a hike near Tucson in the desert and didn't take any water,
Oh,
which is another
Jesus.
good way to
Which is
get
another
dead.
no-no. Yeah.
To get to the deads.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, and then that was the end. That now I will point out that was Battle of the Belt and Collision all in one. So technically, the main event of Battle of the Belts was Luchasaurus versus Shawn Spears, and that's kind of dumb, if you ask me. Like nothing against Shawn Spears, I actually think he has a lot of potential. But
they have a Canadian ending off the show.
yeah, do you know who also is Canadian? Taya Valkyrie.
That's fair.
Do you know who was not in the main event? Taya Valkyrie.
But I mean, so is Sean Spears, and Sean Spears is at least from Ontario, whereas Taya Valkyrie is technically from BC. So I don't know. Doesn't necessarily matter. No one's from Calgary, but yeah. And seeing a power outage maybe during the Sean Spears match might not have been a bad idea.
I'm just saying that.
And I lost.
That was not the
match.
main event I would have done. So.
No, that's yeah, I don't know. It was just kind of out of nowhere too. I don't even know why they ended up facing each other for the championship anyways. Like I didn't even see it listed anywhere. Like
because it was Battle of the Belts and they had to put a belt on the line and they couldn't put the world title on the line because that's in a program with MJF and Adam Cole. And they'd already put the international championship on the line. And the tag belts were on the line during Collision, so they couldn't do that. And so it was either the TNT title or the TBS championship. Well, we already had a women's match.
God forbid Tony Khan puts on another one.
Yeah, so we better not have two on Battle of the Belts.
Jeez.
Technically, they had one on Collision too, so they already had two. You can't have three.
Ugh, forget about it.
I know we don't normally cover Impact, but I did want to mention that Josh Alexander made his return.
Oh.
At their whatever it's called, Slammiversary. Slammiversary was their pay-per-view the other day. So after the main event match, Nick Aldis versus Alex Shelley. Alex Shelley, who was the champion, retained over Nick Aldis. Then Josh Alexander made his return and reportedly, assumedly, will be challenging for the belt that he never fully lost. Because again, that's the storyline that they tell in wrestling. I didn't lose that match. I had to relinquish it due to an injury. So, also importantly, they have a new Knockouts World Champion.
Oh, because they did that whole dog collar match, right?
I don't know if it was a dog collar match, but it was Deonna Purrazzo versus Trinity. AKA Naomi.
Right.
So Naomi finally has another world championship.
Hey. Because
you
Naomi deserves better, baby. Woo!
You had a match earlier on in the night that was Bully Ray and Diener versus Scott D'Amore and a mystery partner. And the mystery partner was Eric Young.
Nice.
Who last we heard had been killed off in Impact Wrestling because he was returning to WWE as a backstage producer / performer. Reportedly, he asked for his release from WWE because he could not justify morally working with Vince McMahon after the allegations. Reportedly what it does. With Vince McMahon coming back to the company, he's like, I'm not comfortable working with you in creative again. So, but so yeah, so now Eric Young's back in Impact. Also, Scott D'Amore can still fucking wrestle pretty decently for chubby, out of shape businessman now.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Because he has not wrestled for a long time.
Yeah, it's got to be at least 15, 20 years. No?
I'm
I'm thinking
out.
early 2000s. Like, I'm thinking
Let's see
2000.
here. Technically, he appeared in one match in November of 22.
On like an indie show or like an Impact or something?
On Impact, but he wasn't actually in the match. I think he was in someone's corner.
Okay.
Oh no, it was one of the. Oh, that's what it was. It was their IPWF throwback show they do every once in a while. Impact does it. It's kind of fun. For one night only, they pretend to be a wrestling promotion from the 80s or 90s called IPWF. And so every person takes on a different persona and wrestles as a different thing. So Eddie Edwards wrestled as Colt McCoy, not the former NCAA and NFL football player Colt McCoy, but just a wrestler Colt McCoy. Mm-hmm. Rhino wrestles as Frank the Butcher. Josh Matthews and Scott D'Amore wrestle as Giuseppe Scoville Jr. and Sr. Josh Alexander wrestles as Tim Burr, a lumberjack gimmick.
Tim Burr.
That's awesome. That's right up my alley with dad jokes.
Crowbar wrestled as Devin Damon. Khan, formerly of the Ascension, wrestled as Lord Humongous. Beer City Bruiser wrestled as Manfred the Mad Mammal. And Shira wrestled as Neptune. They all do gimmicks during it. So like Rich Swann wrestled as Rapid Delivery Pete. Trey Miguel wrestled as Bill Ding. Jordan Grace wrestled as a character Georgia Cobb. I'm trying to see if there's any other ones that are really fun. Mike Bailey wrestles as Monsieur Baguette. Heath wrestles as Pelvis Wesley. Pelvis Wesley.
Prefer the Timber one, but Pelvis wrestling is pretty good.
Importantly, Johnny Swinger wrestles as himself because he's fucking old and has been around forever.
He's like, I'm too old to make a gimmick. Fuck this. I'm going out as myself.
Well, I say he's fucking old. I mean, he's 48 years old, but he his first match was in 1994. He wrestled in WCW in the pre NWO days.
Right. Wow. Okay.
So if you're doing an indie promotion set in the 90s, you throw Johnny Swinger in there. He's like, I can still be myself. I was there. I'm trying to see if there was any other ones that were really fun. Moose wrestles as DJ Too Large. So it's a lot of fun when they do that. But that's Scott D'Amore was technically in that, but it was a multi-man match. He's made a few occasional appearances, but like the last time he wrestled as a regular wrestler on a regular was like 2008,
Oh wow. Okay.
2007 ish. But he still put on some moves at Slammiversary, and got the win.
Nice.
So, in fact, he even hit Canadian Destroyer on Diener.
Oh wow. Nice.
Anyways, but so yeah, congratulations to Trinity for winning a championship, and welcome back, Josh Alexander. So, otherwise, I think we've covered pretty much everything in the world of American professional wrestling. I know G1 Climax is it going on right now? I think it started. Make sure. Yeah, it's been going on. We don't cover a ton of it, but
Like their first night is tonight?
no, I mean I think the first 2 nights have been done.
Oh, okay.
But let's see here.
When did the G1 start?
Night 1 was July 15th. Night 2 was July 16th. So,
God, why was it completely oblivious to the G1 starting? That's right, because I can see them all now in AEW.
Many of them you can't see Tama Tonga in AEW yet.
Yet being operative.
Will Ospreay got beat in his B block match, which was kind of surprising.
Against who?
Taichi is the one who beat him.
Oh wow.
I'm just kind of going through these. Tangaloa defeated Kenta, which is a little surprising. Sonata defeated Hikuleo, which makes sense because Sonata's the current world champion, so he should beat Hikuleo. Eddie Kingston got a win. I know DA Fabe is going to be super happy about that.
Who doesn't love D.A. Fabe or Eddie Kingston or either of those? I mean, who doesn't love D.A. Fabe either? That's an important piece of that puzzle.
But there are still many matches to go on it because it's a round robin tournament. And so as of right now, no one has wrestled 2 matches yet. Everyone's only wrestled their 1 match. So got a long ways to go before it gets done, but that's reportedly why they can't write Eddie Kingston into any storylines in AEW because he's going to be in the G1 for a bit. Same reason that like Will Ospreay isn't continuing in AEW right now because he's in the thing. But anyways, on that note, I think we've covered pretty much everything unless.
Well, I mean, I guess also news worthy news as well is Umaga's son just showed up, made his debut match at some indie show. I don't have the exact name, but that was some big news that happened this week as well. So I imagine Vince will be looking closely at Umaga's son and potentially probably signing him.
He hasn't paid too much attention to Jacob Fatu, who's in MLW right now. So who knows what? But I can tell you it was at an indie, and I shared the video of it, and I gotta find it.
Zila Fatu. In Reality of Wrestling Summer of Champions.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Also important to note that we may already have Blue Cane, but we now also have the Indie Taker.
Indie Taker, yes.
Complete with the DMK tattoo and the entrance. I did not get to see if he daintily goes up the stairs yet or not.
He should. That should almost be a thing for sure.
It would be cute. I would laugh. But anyways, on that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up for the wrestling booking unit. If you liked this, make sure to do like Squash Donkey and Mark Jack do, and give us a subscribe on Twitch. It's the best way to support us because it gets money directly to us. You can also support us through tips, through bits. Those are great ways to support us. You can support us by buying merch, like the shirt that's behind DA Fabe for your next meet and greet, or any of the shirts on our merch stores. Links are in the doobly-doos for that. You can support us by following us on the social medias. I am at Raw and Order WBU on pretty much any of the social medias. I did that pretty good, didn't I?
That was impressive.
Yeah. On pretty much any of the social medias, you can find me there. You can follow DA Fabe at
DA Vincent K. Fabe right there. I was not as accurate as last time.
No. And JLB is at
twitch.tv/JLBTLC25, where I'm just currently exclusively streaming AEW for now. Was playing a little AEW right now, but did not stream it. It's really hot, so I had to take off my shirt because I'm fucking boiling. So didn't want everyone to see my naked body. But
we thank you for that.
Yes, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. I give the gift of subbing every month to you guys, and the camera off while my shirt is off. Because
you just got to charge extra for the shirt off picture.
And I'd just like to report, I also lost against Paul White as well.
In the 3-minute match?
My God, it's too freaking hard. I'm like, what is going on here?
It's knucking futz. I don't know how to do it.
A minute in, I realized, I'm like, all right, I'm just going to do strong grapples and punch him kind of thing so I can get stuff done. But, I didn't have enough
Nothing
time.
works.
Nothing works.
Nothing works. He just stands there and then big karate chops you to the ground and beats you up. And then, you last 3 minutes, and then they're just like, yeah, you lost.
Yeah, that's it. Well, Orange Cassidy's car broke down, and, there's only 3 minutes left, and that's what happens. At least he got to the show. But damn it, I still don't have Paul White. But maybe next time.
Yeah. But on that note, go ahead and give us a follow on the social medias, and come back on Tuesday for our wrestling game night. But we're going to go ahead and close the book on this. Thank you all for joining us. We will see you soon.
Deuces.
Deuces.